All right, we're
Cutscene or
back.
crash?
Oh, the
So
excitement.
there's been a car accident. The Barbary has just stepped back into the limelight. Back into the party sphere. Um, there's lots of like people are like, oh, I saw the car go past. I heard screeching tires. Is everything okay? And she's like, everything's fine. We had a lovely, she's straightening herself up, and at the same time, um, Bellum has just caught up with a scrambling. It's really clear that he's used to that fluid, instant movement, and he's like struggling a bit with his like scramble, like trying to actually use his legs as the way of movement. So like you catch up to him, and he's kind of got, you can see like the white, like his eyes are like, his eyes are a bit wild. The color of them is like a glowing ruby red. With like and like his pupils are like almost non-existent. The smallest pinprick. And yeah, he's definitely got that like thing where his face has become like weirdly gaunt, and like his teeth are like these massive like inches long, kind of piranha teeth sort of things. Um, and yeah, he's definitely in like that animal panic mode as he's running.
I think so Bellum's gonna like reach for the whip that she keeps at her side, just in case you need it to get the horses to listen. And she's gonna like do her spirit energy bullshit, so it starts to like emit this blue fuzzy glow almost.
Mm-hmm.
She's like, "Yeah, my friends told me you met them the other day, and you didn't do them the courtesy of dying. So they brought me here to make sure that you lived up to expectations this time." And I think I'm just gonna like try to whip him with it and like wrap it around his neck.
Dope. All right, let's see how that goes. Now, what do you want to achieve?
Dead him.
Dead him? Okay, cool. Uh, so you're back to a risky position.
Mm-hmm.
With the whip, I'm gonna say limited.
Even with spirit energy stuff, because it gives me potency.
Can you read that ability out to me?
You may imbue your hands, weapons, or tools with spirit energy. You gain potency in combat versus the supernatural. You may grapple with spirits to restrain and capture them.
Yeah, limited, because that doesn't say that you can kill them.
True.
Um,
What if instead of whip...
so what you could do here
Mhm.
is capture his ghost out of his body. Which would be then make it very hard for him to continue to be a vampire, because getting into a body is, actually no, that would fucking kill him in this setting.
Hmm.
The way that the mechanics of that work in this setting is that would kill him. Okay, so yeah, you can kill him.
I can?
Yep.
Through ghost extraction.
Yep.
Can I make the whip grab his spirit by, like, the throat and pull it out of the body? Like, it just...
The thing that I'm looking for
Mm-hmm.
in so a ghost is blood essence
Mm-hmm.
that is just wandering around without a body, right?
Mm-hmm. That's true.
A vampire is when the blood in your body is no longer mostly your own, right?
Mm-hmm.
You become this weird amalgam of hunger, right? So like so the problem is that the blood in his body needs to be dispersed in a way that it can't recongeal if you want to kill him, because he can just rebuild himself out of blood. The like when he like if you were to take his hat's gone now, so this whole section of his head is just a clump of like dried blood that is going to recongeal into a form. But so like if you kill the body and then kind of disperse it, that's fine. But like choking, the issue I have is choking him doesn't fucking matter. That's my issue with the whip.
Okay. How about instead, I forego the whip and just kind of do some more hands-on.
If you just pull his head off, that'll count.
Yeah, I was about to say, just like pull him to pieces.
Yeah. So I think that is enough to get you the desperate standard that you're looking for.
Okay. Cool.
You already got one arm off.
Yep. And I'm gonna push myself.
Mhm.
Hooray. Here we go. Another 5.
I think that you just suffer harm in the process. Because like, what happens is like his hands turn into these horrible sharp red claws. His hand turns into horrible sharp red claws. I think his ribs, like in an attempt at self-defense, like bust out of his chest and start like grabbing at you and stabbing into you.
Yeah. Very Resident Evil.
Yeah.
Damn.
And then you pull his fucking head off and a fountain of blood just erupts from his neck.
Yes.
So take that level 3 harm of like massive puncture wounds.
Counterpoint. No.
You'd like to not take level 3? Okay, go for it. Let's see that resistance.
6.
Dope.
Nice.
Excellent. So yeah,
No,
like
thank you, but no.
yeah, you like twist him around so that you've got like your knee in his back, and then you like fucking open him like a fucking soft drink can.
Yep.
Love it.
Yeah, his head crumbles into dust. You toss his jaw to the side. Yeah,
Sweet.
and he deflates like a balloon. Until like all that's left is like a smear on the ground, and a very fine cravat.
My cravat.
At closer inspection, the embroidery is all of people fucking.
Oh yeah, totally mind that.
Yeah,
Always.
that's an aesthetic, isn't it?
That's totally his thing.
Yeah, I
Jesus
think,
Christ.
I think I'm gonna get up and just kind of dust myself off and.
So that level 3 was downgraded to 2 then.
Okay. Does armor kick in then?
You can use armor to downgrade it to 1.
Okay. And what's this, like cuts and scrapes?
Cuts and scrapes.
I
Yeah.
would like to.
Like, I love the fact that like you just downgraded the violent death throes of a like hundreds of year old eldritch horror to cuts and scrapes.
Yeah. Oh goodness me. Yeah. While our primary target, I guess, is trying to escape, I wanna try and channel Flint as much as possible. Take a knee, pull a pistol, and try and crack her at range.
Onto Barbary?
before- Yeah.
Alright.
Um,
Fucking.
I don't have
Jesus.
time to get over there.
Yeah.
I know that she's visible to other people, but this might be the last kind of easy chance we have to take.
Alright. So let me look at the things here. So there's what's the range increment in this? I'm just looking up. I have a feeling that it's limited. Risky
What if we
limited.
used a large weapon instead of a pistol?
Would a large weapon also include firearms then? Because I know that like the Hound gets a musket.
It says a
But I don't
hunting
know if
rifle,
that's-
blunderbuss, bow, or crossbow under the description of it.
Yeah. I mean that would be ideal.
Hunting rifle. Yeah.
One in the
If so, I'll give
In
you
carriage.
controlled instead of risky for it.
Yep. All right. So a large weapon. Grab it out of the back of ye olde carriage, and let's. So, sorry, what was the effect?
Risky limited.
Risky limited. All right.
You can push yourself to boost it up if you want, or if you have something else to increase your effect.
Yeah, I'll push myself to increase effect. I want her to die. That is my goal.
Yep. It's just difficult to get center of mass at this range, is all.
Yeah. I'm certainly no Flint, but you know, we've spent some time together. I hope that it will aid me in some way.
Maybe I can assist somehow.
You know that Fury Road thing?
That was gonna say the
where-
Fury Road thing.
Where Max lets Furiosa put the rifle on his shoulder for shooting.
Yeah.
That's
I love
sick.
it.
I'm into that.
Yeah. All right. Dope.
I get on a knee and assist. Yeah.
Cool.
I'll take
All
the
right.
stress.
Ash, you and me are drift compatible.
Come on.
Only 2?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm not the hunter, unfortunately.
But a 4.
A 1 and a 4. 4's fine.
You know what? She's dead. She fucking steps into the party and says, "Everyone, calm down. Everything is absolutely fine."
I'm dead.
For a 4, we just add a consequence, which is absolutely that Lace is deaf in one ear.
Oh, god damn it.
Is there a way to resist that where I take a harm instead of?
You can resist it,
Lace?
yeah. Yep, you can absolutely just jump in the way and take that yourself.
Because maybe the rifle kicks more than it's.
Yep.
And yeah.
Yep.
Right.
Thank you.
So you can
prowess.
resist it on her behalf. Yep. Prowess.
Yeah,
yep.
prowess
so-
resist.
Is it prowess or is it resolve? Or am I thinking of things wrong? Let me have a look.
Prowess is physical strain or injury. Resolve is mental strain or willpower.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I was
Yeah,
thinking about
I
the
mean-
willpower element, but yeah, I think
It's also much worse for me, which feels appropriate.
Yeah. No. Absolutely. Yep.
Don't forget to add an extra die.
Oh yes.
Roll one more dice. Then.
So I just take the better one.
Oh yeah. Take the first one. So,
First one, 3.
which is still a 3. So you take
that's-
3 stress.
That's whole traumatized out.
Dope. Give
Oh,
yourself. And because you were resisting, that goes down to a level 1 harm, which is tinnitus. So Cole takes level 1 harm tinnitus. And the trauma.
Yeah. Marvelous. All right, I will have a think.
People
on
are
that.
screaming and freaking out.
Best party ever.
Yeah.
Okay.
Remember, Cole, being traumatized out just means you can't do anything that would require a roll. So you can still run.
Yeah.
Right.
Help lace up and start trying to get away. The carriage is not an option, so I think on foot.
Neither is the fucking car.
Yeah.
Yeah, true.
I
Sling
mean, you
that,
could-
that rifle
I was
over my
about to say,
back.
can Bellum pull the car
Pull
out
it
of the
out.
ditch?
With an act of superhuman strength,
Mm-hmm.
if you spend the stress for it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Roll
Absolutely.
for it?
You
Get
are.
a car.
We could get a car.
Yeah, I mean, it is technically a roll. It's just that it is controlled and standard. So, but you will need to spend the stress on it.
Would this be skirmish since like that's brawl and wrestle to like pull
Sure.
this thing?
Unless you, yeah, if that's what feels right to you, then go for it.
Yeah, because I feel like wreck is the opposite of what I'm shooting for on this
Mhm.
one.
Yep.
What was the position you said?
So it's controlled,
Controlled.
and standard.
Okay.
So the worst that's going to happen is you miss your opportunity.
Yeah. I totally missed that opportunity. Do I just rip the car in half?
Well, you just pull the fender off, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Shit.
Oh
think-
no,
I
no,
think
wait,
we do
wait!
it.
The The Lanchester 1912 doesn't have a fender. You pull the sideboard off. Sorry.
I think what I'm gonna do is like try to play this off to like when a cat falls and it's like I meant to do that.
Yeah.
Like I think I'm just gonna pull that and be like, souvenir, let's go, and then take off down the street.
Yeah.
Oh goodness.
We can untie the horses from the carriage and take.
That's
those.
true. You could take 2 horses.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
That seems much better than.
I love the idea of like,
Amazing.
yeah, what Bellum on one and then fucking Lace on the other side saddle with Cole like draped over the horse's butt.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't got time to be on that comfortably.
No. All right. Well, that gets us to the end of that mission.
2 birds, 1 stone.
That's incredible.
Shall we leave downtime for next time? Should we do the like heat and stuff now, and then do the downtime
Yeah,
items next time?
Probably heat and XP, and then
Yeah.
downtime next.
Yeah. Sounds good.
Cool.
So, let's have a look at downtime. Payoff. The crew earns 2 rep per score by default. If the target of the score is 1 tier higher, tier 4, so you get 5 rep again. Coin. I don't feel like we got away with much coin, so like I think probably 2 coin from this job, given how kind of chaotic it went, how sideways it went. Heat. Yeah, I think this one was loud and chaotic. Once we added the woman getting shot in a giant party. So 4 for loud and chaotic, 1 for hostile turf, 1 for high profile target, and 2 for killing.
Yikes.
So do we get 2 since it was 2 high profile targets?
No.
Or how does that work? Okay.
Nope. If there was a high profile target, it's 1 heat.
Okay. So how much heat is that?
8.
Okay. Did you add the one from the chief magistrate?
9.
Okay, so we lapped it, and we're in 3 wanted, 2 heat. Whereas we went in at 2 wanted, 2 heat.
Cool.
Fun.
Alright, so now there's like an active manhunt for you.
Let them come.
If you want to, you can have someone go to jail to bring that down. But maybe we'll do that in downtime, and we'll do entanglements in downtime next time as well.
Yeah.
So you just need to make a note that we need to do entanglements next time. And then let's do some XP. Dakota, do you want to start with your XP?
Yeah, certainly. All right. You addressed a challenge with calculation or conspiracy. I think getting the assistance or I guess the blessing maybe of the unbroken bond to pick this target counts as 1, and then searching for surveying for information to ensure the connection between the Beverly and Lace is another.
Absolutely. For future reference, Dakota, if you're going to want to claim XP on a thing, make sure you do a roll for it. I won't say you don't get XP for it this time.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
when I said earlier we don't need to make a roll for that, if you want to call the XP for it, you should go, actually I want to roll for it, so I'll get XP.
Yeah. All right.
Because
Good to know.
rolls are how you how you do a
Attain.
thing instead of me doing the thing, right?
Absolutely. Expressed beliefs drives heritage or background. I think running for Lace instead of going
Absolutely.
for first I probably did others, but they're not close to hand. So
The
I'll
other
just
one
take
was,
the
I think,
one.
was actually channeling Flint
Yeah, yeah,
and
yeah.
relying on your
Cool.
relationship with him and being like, no, I've seen him do this. I can, like,
Yeah, make the shot.
yep,
Show with issues from your vice or traumas. I mean, there's a bunch of recklessness in that, but I think it's probably only enough for one.
yeah, I think so. What? No,
You
Okay,
also
you
got a
got
new trauma.
reckless and you shot the mayor in the face.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And you also
yeah.
picked up a new trauma.
And you picked up a new trauma, so picking up a new trauma gets you one as well, so that's two.
Okay, wonderful.
Damn.
That's a playbook advancement for me.
Dope. Playbook advancement
Nice.
and a new trauma. What a great day.
Yeah, exciting.
Christmas.
Is that your second trauma?
It is, yes. Still having a look. I'm not sure exactly what to take yet, but I'll have that ready
Yep.
to go through for next time.
Absolutely.
Cool. Thanks, team.
Oki, do you want to do yours?
Sure. Address the challenge with deception or influence. I definitely try to sway a lot of people here.
Yeah.
From the mayor to Barbary.
Yep.
Cool.
Cool. That's two.
Sweet. Beliefs, drives, heritage, or background. I feel like I was trying to constantly be like, as I am from a bit of upper class, trying to negotiate with, you know, the mayor and like being the person that goes to the party and says like,
Yeah.
I'll be
I
the face of.
absolutely saw a 2 XP worth of that.
Cool.
Anytime you do the why don't we just open the door gag, XP.
Yeah, exactly. So was that one or?
That's 2 XP for that one.
Awesome. Struggle with vice or traumas during the session. I mean, the vice for me was luxury, and I definitely wanted to take the fancy stuff from the tea room.
Yep.
Yeah, the elephant.
And then traumas, I tried to be a little unstable in terms of how I reacted, like freezing and, you know, like
Yeah, I saw that.
when, yeah,
You did that really well.
cool,
Boom.
cool.
Great.
Another two, maybe, or one?
So that's two, yeah.
And yay, player book advancement.
Nice.
Sweet.
Aaron?
So before I do mine, I had a question. Did we get a boost with Unbroken Bond because of the things we did?
Yes, and you lost one with the people of High Water.
Oh no.
right.
We're 0 with them now.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Yeah, you did
Sad
shoot
day.
a popular socialite in the middle of, like, and like, it's not like people didn't know that they don't know that you were involved in that. Like,
Fair.
yeah.
So we did 2 different missions, and I brought both of my characters. Should I
Do
do
XP for both of them.
Okay. We'll go Snake first. She
Mhm.
was there first. Technical skill or mayhem. I mean, there was the whole
Yep.
being part of the plan to shoot the mayor in the face.
I think that I definitely think that like the acid spraying did that.
Okay. So is that 1 or 2?
Up to you. How do you feel about it?
I don't know. I feel like the shooting the mayor and taking the guards down were like different things.
Sure.
You know, yeah. Express your beliefs, drives, heritage, or background. Refused to work with the mayor, and then background, like, you know, lower middle class laborers when I was making friends with the lady at the newspaper and stuff.
Yeah, that was really good.
Hooray. No issues from vice or trauma because I don't have a trauma yet, but I do have a playbook advance.
Yeah, it's interesting. I wouldn't have thought that would be worth it. The taking the moment to roleplay with her really got you the XP there. That was good.
Yay. For my advancement, I'm taking Physiker, so now everybody in the crew gets +1 die to their treatment rolls from here on out.
Whoa.
Hooray. And then Bellum. Address the challenge with violence or coercion. Yes. I violenced the carriage to stop the guy. Once the car was stopped, I violenced the guy to stop the guy. And then I tried to violence the car out of the ditch.
Yep, I think that's worth two. Yeah.
Beliefs. believe Strive's heritage or background. The coach driver thing. That was
Yep.
like my whole cover. For
That
this
was your
mission.
cover. It was good.
And I feel like for Drives, like not going to go help the gang member who fell out of the car and instead
Yeah, right.
focused on the
Yeah.
opportunity in front of us.
Yeah, I really loved
And
that
not-
moment. That
yeah,
was really
not
cool.
just for yourself, but also like trying to make sure everyone was following that course of action.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought that was a great moment.
Put the points there. Struggle with issues from your vice or traumas. This one also does not have traumas, so
Cool.
no.
Dope. All right. Dakota, do you want to take us through the crew XP?
Yeah, certainly. All right. So, when you play the River of Blood, you earn XP when you successfully ferment, murder, or overthrow. I think we did a fair amount of that. How do we feel, team?
Just
I mean,
a bit.
we successfully murdered twice at least. So
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
I think that's 2 XP.
Contend with challenges above your current station. I mean, again, dealing with the mayor.
The mayor
twice.
and Barbary, yeah.
But yeah.
it's another doozy.
Bolster your crew's reputation or develop a new one. I mean, we continue to be the most daring scoundrels
Yeah.
in Bruges.
Yeah.
On 2 different missions.
And I think, I don't know if it's does reputation specifically mean like those key terms? Because I think
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Unless you have one that like should be a part of that list and isn't. But yeah.
I'm not certain. But I do feel like regardless of whether it kind of counts for XP, our decision to like not work with bad dudes
Principled.
is
or
Yeah,
something?
principled would be one if you wanted to take the principled thing. Like add a new reputation and take an XP.
yeah. What do we reckon? I think that's
I
I could see
becoming
both
clearer and
principled
clearer.
and bloodthirsty. Like I could see either of those.
I'll leave that to Oki and Aaron. What do we reckon?
I feel like principled is easier. So let's say easier to get XP from, but like none of these have been clean.
But we've always drawn a line on like there's every time we do something there's like at least one individual where like they die or they don't die for this reason.
Yeah.
Oh, give yourself a bonus +1 with the so you should be now +1 with the unbroken bond because you refused to deal with the mayor. The whole thing is we refuse to compromise.
So you said the unbroken bond?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, we were at +1 when
Oh,
we gave
okay,
them
good.
6 crates of munitions. So
Oh right, so you're okay. Good, great, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you should be yeah, that's fine. Because yeah, like if Joseph, if is it Joseph? No, it's
Jacob.
Jacob. If Jacob hears about that, he's gonna be like, "Fuck yeah!" Like that's gonna be like that's entirely his deal, right?
Yeah.
Like
Well,
his-
it's gonna be
Yeah.
like they'd be like, "Hey, so he called them to a tea party, and they said no." He's be like, "Fuck yeah!" And it's be like, "Oh, also they made him crash a fancy car, and they literally ripped him into pieces, and now he's dead."
yeah.
I think that's a good flow through.
Express goals drives inner conflict or essential nature of the crew.
Inner conflict. Hey, stick to the mission. No, I have to save my girlfriend.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
And then-
I don't. Is there anything else there for an additional
Refusing to
point?
work with the mayor.
Yeah. Refusing
Yeah.
to work with the mayor is that.
Absolutely. Well, that gets us a crew advancement,
Yep.
Yeah.
which
So
is
we'll
a very
discuss that.
successful session.
Discuss that in the in
Discord.
our Discord chat. We can have that ready for next time.
We can.
Sweet.
What a
Magnific.
fucking dope session.
That was
A
crazy.
lot of stuff got done.
Yeah.
A lot of people got undone.
Yeah. Well, specifically one person got done and undone. But he's a very important person, and he's now no
Yeah.
longer on the list. So,
Loved it.
Which is great for our entanglements.
Finally.
finally. I think they're going to get so much simpler now.
Oh, I'm sure they are.
I just gotta pick a
goodness.
special ability.
Yep.
So many choices.
Well, let's do our outros, and we can we can look at those other things in our downtime, in our actual downtime. How about we start with Aaron today?
Hi, I'm Aaron. If you want to see any of the nonsense I put on the internet, you can go to Twitter at the road virus with a little underscore at the end. That's where I post all the things. We may have some stuff coming from the podcast soon, perhaps some playtest things and or some interviews. So keep an eye on that space, and we will show you where to point your face.
Awesome. Dakota, do you want to go next?
Yeah, I've been Dakota. You can find me most places on the internet when you look for Giro Hero or Giro James. Yeah, I don't have anything kind of currently going on, but quietly working away on a few projects. So maybe in a couple of weeks there will be news to share. So I guess stay tuned.
Exciting. Very cool.
Nice.
Oki.
Hi. I'm Oki, aka Go Kid. I'm streaming the New York Times crossword puzzle and gaming when I can, doing some creative, also doing a podcast called the Yellow Peril Podcast. Check it out. Also selling merch at thegokids.com. Check it all out. Thanks.
Awesome. I've been Ash. I'm your host and GM. You can find me everywhere on the internet at Acegiak, ACEGIAK, including on itch.io, where I've got a bunch of games you can check out if you want to. Hopefully, this playset that we're using is going to start moving towards its final stages of production. So you might be able to find that sometime in the near future, which is exciting.
Excellent.
Sweet.
In the meantime, though, thank you all for hanging out. This has been an absolutely dope time, and we'll catch you later. Bye.
Bye, Internet.
Bye, everybody.